The Chicago Bears are a legendary franchise. The players that played for the Chicago Bears are legends in our minds, if not in NFL record books. The Chicago Bears have the most Hall of Famers of any team in the NFL. But there's one player that endeared himself and had the hearts and minds of Chicago Bears fans all over the place because of the level of success that he's had. And it turns out that we just got a report an hour ago that he was turned away at the door by Kevin Warren. And it looks like it's at the behest of the McCaskey family. Now listen, I'm not saying that this happened. There is a report out here that this was the case, and this one hurts if you are a Chicago Bears fan. And look, maybe we'll be just fine, but Jim Harbaugh was almost the Chicago Bear coach this year. Let's check it out. If you like this type of content, make sure you hit the like button on the way in. All right, so new Jim Harbaugh revelation adds a shocking layer to Bears rumors. Now, this is getting a little bit wild. So the article, which again, this just came out, Jim Harbaugh had been flirting with an NFL return for years, and you know that there were problems with Michigan, and you know there was a show cause coming, and you know he had been suspended, so it was obvious that he was leaving at that point. Rumors persisted that his ultimate goal was to take over the Chicago Bears. He'd played quarterback for the franchise and idolized Mike Ditka. Natural fit, of course. The Bears had 3 different opportunities to hire him between 2015 and 2022. Each time they had passed. At last, their coach returned to the NFL for the Los Angeles Chargers. However, many in Chicago can't understand why the Bears didn't at least consider it, but it turns out they did. Dan McNeil says that he revealed that Harbaugh contacted the Chicago Bears about their head coaching job this past offseason. Ryan Poles wanted to pull the trigger and make the move and make it happen, but Kevin Warren shot it down and said that he didn't want him in town as the head coach. Now, again, I think this comes back to Kevin Warren possibly looking at it and not having the authority that the McCaskies wanted Matt Eberflus. This revelation confirms 2 important rumors that persisted for months. One that is Poles wanted to move off of Matt Eberflus this past offseason. And look, we see right now, and we're hearing reports, Ryan Poles wanted Matt Eberflus gone a long time ago, but was not because of, at the top, they wanted, basically, here's what they wanted. They didn't want to repeat the mistakes of the past. They wanted their coach to be their coach, and they didn't want to make a move because they would waste a year. They wasted a year with Justin Fields. They wasted a year with Mitchell Trubisky. You know, you waste and you make quarterback changes, and you stifle the growth of your quarterback, and you get a high drafted quarterback. This is the 3rd high drafted quarterback that the Bears have gone through. This one looks legit for the moment, but we don't know how that's going to play out. However, Dave Kaplan of ESPN 1000 was the first to confirm this. It obviously didn't happen, but perhaps he felt the allure of a proven winner like Harbaugh would change their mind. So Ryan Poles wanted to get rid of Matt Eberflus, and he wanted to bring in Jim Harbaugh. The other rumor was that the head coach and Warren had unresolved beef. This stems from their contentious relationship when the Bears president was commissioner in the Big Ten. There were many hard feelings. Now, I don't know what this means as to why the Chicago Bears would have decided, hey, you know, we want to stick with Matt Eberflus because we think the guy that went 7-10 and lost 5 games by 1 score. Look, this is a 12-5 team that played like a 7-10 team last year. This is a 6 and I mean, let's call it for what it is right now. Let's just say that this team most likely should be 8-4, right? But they're a 4-8 team because of boneheaded coaching decisions. It's unbelievable that we got to this point, and it's unbelievable that Kevin Warren would allow this, and that Ryan Poles, the guy that, you know, I personally tried to vilify for his mishandling of this, it turns out he wasn't even the guy that was doing it. That's why when we look at the interview that Kevin Warren and Ryan Poles had the other day, Ryan Poles looked like a hostage victim. Like he was sitting there very, very quietly with his head down, just looked like he was in shock and awe at the whole thing. Maybe what he recognized is some dysfunction in Chicago. And look, he's seeing what we're not seeing, and this was part of what he's seeing. I tried to bring in Jim Harbaugh, and Kevin Warren and the McCaskies said, no, bro, we wouldn't want to have a world-class guy who ran the San Francisco 49ers to a Super Bowl, who won a national championship with Michigan. We don't want that kind of guy. We want a guy with a pedigree. We want a leader of men. I don't know what sense and logic this makes. How you whiff on this decision, how you chose Matt Eberflus over Jim Harbaugh. But here we are, guys. So let me know what you think. Do you think that this was a mistake to not bring in Jim Harbaugh? Because I think that it was a gigantic mistake to not bring in Jim Harbaugh as your head coach. It's crazy. Again, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Bear down. In San Francisco, we are coming for you.